Oh, yeah. You feel that drama? Feel that drama? Oh, that drama's coming at you guys. It's coming. So dramatic. It's flying at your face. And you're like, oh, God, can I take all this drama? Can I survive this desire to write a sketch on Friday? Yeah, you can. Probably. Probably. I'm not a doctor. Nobody would say that they think I'm a doctor. Not one person would say that. Not even my doctor. Probably least of all my doctor. You know, this song really takes me back. I remember one time I was standing out in the street outside my apartment, smoking a cigar, and my doctor walked by. Boy, did I feel like an asshole. You're right, it does feel kind of kung fu, Rascal Gas.
You will call me Betty.
Oh shit, guys, it's Friday. It's Friday! Friday! I'm not hungover today. I'm pleased to tell you. This is just this is something I'm having a lot of fun doing. Just doing this. You know, I used to have like intro videos, but now I appear and I disappear. Can you handle that ninja shit? Listen to that. God, that's epic. Makes me want to grab a sword that I bought from Spencer's Gifts. Chop down a poster of The Who, even though I don't really listen to their music. I just thought that the Kids Are All Right poster was cool looking. You know it is. You know you're out there. You had Iron Maiden posters, even though you didn't listen to Iron Maiden just because Eddie's so cool looking. Don't lie to me. Yeah. Yeah. All right, you ready for this? Boom. You can't handle that. You can't handle it, chat. Well, this is a slightly different feel, isn't it? All right. Let's write a sketch, for God's sakes. You know, I'll tell you where this is coming from. Two places. First of all, I used to have those. I know that when most people do a stream, they do like 5 minutes at the beginning of the stream that's just like a video playing. And I get why they do that because it takes a while for people to appear. But I always loved Paul F. Tompkins' Spontanea Nation. He would do an improv. You ever heard of those? He would do an improv at the beginning of each episode, and that was like my favorite. Just PFT improvising by himself to himself at the beginning of each episode. I loved it. I thought it was great. So this is just my ham-fisted attempt to be more like Paul F. Tompkins, which I think we can all agree is a goal we share. Well, let's do some fucking writing already. What up? What do you say? That's Windows, just way too small. All right, there we go. That's more to my liking. Now it's moving all over the place, for God's sake. How dare you, window? I won't stand for this. This aggression will not stand. You're a good size. Okay. There's the link for today's sketch. Now, if you haven't joined us for I really needed a sort of a lift there from the music, and it just disappeared. hold on. Let me back up. I'm gonna get some better music before I explain what's going on here. I don't know. This one is developing now. Okay. Yeah, seriously flaccid hook. Now listen. If you haven't joined us before, the way that this goes is that we goof around and we talk at the beginning of the stream until we settle on an idea for a sketch together. And then we write that sketch together, and the chat does its best to derail me. But I cannot be derailed. I'm like a freight train that's glued to the tracks. Can't be derailed. Not going anywhere, but can't be derailed. All right? Sometimes it's the... You gotta pick a good asset and just go with that, even if it doesn't make sense. You're on the side table, Gats. How dare you? All right, damn it. So I have a sketch in my mind that I've been wanting to write. And it's called, like, it's a game show sketch, which I know you've heard me complain about game show sketches. Just because they're not ubiquitous, but tantamount to. It's a little bit loud now. But anyway, it's called like it's called Own the Libs or something like that. And it's like a game, like one of those games where there's a button that you hit if you want to answer the question, but instead of hitting the button to answer the question, you hit the button when you want the other person to stop talking. And what it does is when you hit the button, the other person stops talking because you're offended by what they're saying. So it's like you get to turn off the other person's microphone, but you also have to admit that you're offended. And basically it would be like the host and a liberal person and a one of those MAGA wankers. I'm writing that in my mind. Which is, there's a lot of space in there. All right. Pitch me some sketch ideas, chat. Quit sitting around. Stop resting on your laurels. I'm not saying I'm going to write that sketch today. I just have it in my mind. I want us to come up with a sketch idea together. But you guys aren't pitching. Well, Kung Fu is a good start. How can we make Kung Fu funnier? How can we make Kung Fu funnier in a way that Kung Fu Improv group is good? What about stand-up Kung Fu? So it's like a Kung Fu open mic. What about that? Open mic night at the Shaolin Temple. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm thinking about Kung Pao, Enter the Fist, one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a really hilarious movie. Thank you, dude. Duck Butta, who followed us between the last stream and now, I guess. Thanks for that, Duck Butta. Sticky Meatball followed us as well. There's Stinky Meatballs alert. I mean, I do like, obviously, Kung Fu it's got potential. Huh. I guess I clicked that twice. Sorry. Kung Fu parachuters, yeah. I kind of like... Hey, thanks for the follow, Aquarius. Intern at the Kung Fu office that's a good idea. What about what if it's like what if it's somebody who actually knows, like who's good at Kung Fu and who like actually knows the moves, and that's why they're getting into trouble with their Kung Fu improv group, because you're supposed to be in the moment. And then it's kind of like an improv versus stand-up argument, except it's about improv Kung Fu. Isn't Kung Fu just Chinese words that mean learned skill? Let's find out. What does Kung Fu mean? Any discipline or skill achieved through hard work and practice, not necessarily martial arts. After school, I like too, because that's, yeah. All right. Well, it was a pretty lame pitch session, chat. I'm not going to forget how lame that was. Don't you think for a moment that I will. Oops. So how do we start this? What does it look like? What if it's just like a bookstore cafe? You guys both said that. Okay. Good by me. After school Kung Fu at a Jewish school, I think is a great collection of stuff, but I don't want to write jokes about Jewish people because I'm not Jewish. And I don't want to feel like I'm being anti-Semitic. I also don't want to be anti-Semitic, but I don't want to feel like I'm being anti-Semitic either. Something dumb got delivered to my door. Well, thank you, Spike Punch Man. I'm pleased to hear you flatter me. There's your link, Chad. What we're doing is, we're writing a sketch about improv Kung Fu. I mean, come on, buddy. Get with it. I know they have legal weed out there, but try to pay attention. And also send me some weed. Delicious weed. I got an idea. What if later on, what if we have this sort of introductory conversation, and then later on in the sketch, they get attacked by stand-up Kung Fu people, and they have to do battle with the stand-up comedy Kung Fuers. Yeah. They're so bad the audience turns on them. I like that. Maybe this is Dusty that should say this, just to switch it up. So I want Randy to have a moment here, like, yeah, I like that, Rascal Gats. I like that moment of the person in the bookstore being like, "Shh, you know, this is a bookstore. It's a Starbucks. It's both." You know, like I think that's a funny moment, but we'll wait and see if there's a good spot to stick it in. I don't want to like. I don't want to. Chad, I love a good crowd shill. That's always fun. A friend of mine did a question and answer session, like he was doing a like a press conference type thing, and people were asking him a bunch of questions. It was really funny. The kung fu mindset is always in the moment. Is that true? Are you telling me that because you took kung fu? Or are you telling me that? Are you suggesting that as a line? I'm a dude at a keyboard, aren't we all, pal? I think I feel like I feel like if this were an in-person sketch, what we would do right now is Gina would like she would be like, "Now you're gonna get it," and like start like moving around and like Randy would get into like his defensive like pose, and Gina would start just moving around, and she would be like, "Yeah," and he would be like, then they would have a discussion about what fighting is. Oh, I thought they always said negate. Like if you say, you know, if you don't yes and, then the opposite of yes anding is negating. Is that not right? We'll see what the internet says. Denial. Yeah, who knows? Somebody dig up Del Close, reanimate his body, and ask him. He will surely know. She should surely say yes here. That's true, Aaron. That is 100% true. Even though I perform and I put on and I run a lot of improv shows, but I'm not an improviser. Just because it's so easy. First of all, I just love being around improvisers because they're funny. But it's so easy to put a show together and invite 4 or 5 improvisers and be like, okay, here's what we're going to do. And then you can just throw jokes at them every couple of minutes. And, everybody loves it. You don't have to remember an hour of material. You throw them a couple of bucks. Everybody has a good time. I mean, it's great. I've really enjoyed doing the hybrid, like improv stand-up-y comedy shows. It's great fun. I highly recommend it. When we get back to having shows, obviously. Just want to remind you that we're writing this for audio. If you haven't joined us before, this is. So I was just saying that about what I would normally have Gina do, and especially because I think it would be hilarious to have her, to have whoever was playing Gina, somebody who's got a really, really good physical comedy. The beauty of that would be that she could really get in the other person's face and like. Oh, that's a great line, Rascal Cats. But she could really get in other people's face and try to make them break. And that would be live. That would be really funny. On video, not so great. But if you're doing a live sketch show and the crowd understood, which they would, that Gina's goal in that moment was not only to be silly, but to make them break. That would be funny. Okay. So now I was going to stick in your yeah, it is always penis or sex penis. I think sex penis is funny. But so like I used to, when I was young, I would go to improv shows and I would be annoyed because they would they spend the first half of the show or like the first part of the show encouraging you to yell. And then they're like, give me a suggestion. And because you're a young person, you go, penis. And then everybody's like, you idiot. Why would you say penis? And now I always felt like, hey, you just encouraged me to give a suggestion. I said penis. But now, as a much older and wiser man, I understand that one cannot start or should not start a session of improv with the suggestion penis. It's just not done. Where do you go from penis? Where, friends? Where indeed? Okay. I don't think we need this prepositional phrase here. Sorry. Let me get back into the flow here. Kick his ass, Gina. Here I go. Okay, I need a suggestion. Yell it out. Penis. Something else. Sex penis. What's up, Hannibal Grimm? Thanks for joining and for following. Much appreciated. Or subscribing. I'm not sure what that, which icon that is. I don't know about this moment. I'm just I'm playing through it in my mind here. Noble Bucks is funny. I don't know what it is, but it's funny. Yeah, that's the moment here. It's like a sir, this is a Wendy's, which is an overdone moment. So I kind of, this is sponsor. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Either buy a coffee or a book, or you will be asked to leave. Yeah. I used to read the car. I would get the car magazines and read those. Just go to the Starbucks and read the magazine, and then put the magazine back on the rack. I assume that's what everybody does, right? I don't know if this line is funny enough. It's both okay. I kind of feel like that's a two-person argument, and I'm trying to make it into a three-person argument. Also, I feel like we haven't heard from our main character in a while. Yeah, so now I think I want the stand-up comedy kung fu people to attack. I'm losing track of everybody's name. Randay. I think we need one more. His sidekick's name will be Booger. No, it'll be something else. Dingle. That doesn't make any sense, but. ¿Cómo está, bitches? ¿Qué pasó aquí? En la biblioteca? Yo no sé. There are a lot of dudes, Rascal Gats. That's a good point. But I definitely want... So, you make a great point, Rascal Gats. But I definitely want the stand-up. I definitely want the stand-up Kung Fuers to be dudes. Because stand-up is all white dudes saying racist and sexist stuff and pretending that it's just a joke. I mean, I feel like if the stand-up Kung Fuers have a female comic in the group, that almost makes them seem like they could be okay. Like, you know what I mean? So what if our main character, Randy, is actually a lady? The sailor said, Mandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. But my life, my love, and my lady is Kung Fu. There are lady Randys. Oh boy. If you've never met a Randy lady, let me tell you. I mean, I never have, but still. So this needs to be... Now you guys are just writing a poem. How dare you? Yeah, so I'm thinking like Mandy is gonna... So I kind of want Mandy to kick the shit out of the stand-up guys. I mean, I'm starting to think about the ending here. We did forget. I don't know. I think we did a pretty good job here at sort of the beginning of page 1 of getting into, like we say, pretty much what the game is right there. This is improv Kung Fu. Yeah, that's a good idea. The object work would be funny. Oh, I wasn't saying that I felt like it was stale. I just felt like it got... This is all going to go pretty fast. Don't you fret. We tell the truth about our dicks. Solid line. I'm sorry. Did I miss a joke, Aaron? What'd you say? Hey, Aaron. What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, about the comics. Yeah, but this is audio again, so it won't work to make them. What was the other guy's name? It was Gina and Dusty. No, I kind of like that. I guess I think it's really funny. I guess I think it's funny when somebody says, "Kick his ass, Rick." First of all, I love characters named Rick because I always laughed really hard at oh Jesus. Why can I not remember this great comedian's name? Anyway. Can't believe I can't remember this comedian's name. Mitch Hedberg, obviously. So Mitch had a joke that was like, it was about what if your car only had one horn or had a limited number of honks? And then you would be like, I wish I wouldn't have honked it. Wish I wouldn't have seen Rick on the sidewalk. And I always thought that punch about I wish I wouldn't have seen Rick on the sidewalk was really funny. And I always laughed at it. So I just like the name Rick. Although, and I've said this before, but it's been ruined by Rick and Morty. So I can't enjoy it anymore. Rick and Morty ruin everything. I think we need a Dusty and Gina laugh here. Yeah, I do like it. Wish I wouldn't have seen Rick on the sidewalk. But Mitch also had some funny stuff about being in the above ground pool. Like, do you want me to throw the ball to Jimmy? You want me to go underwater and look at his feet? I kind of want Dingle to have a line here, but no, I don't think I should. Yeah. So Mandy's gonna kick their asses to win her place in the group. I call that the Iron Lotus. That's funny. I don't know what it means, but it's funny. Is that a line from something, or did you just make that up? Oh, it's Blades of Glory. Gotcha. Gotta check with you lot. What would Dusty say? Would he say something like, uh, the bring 5 people to the next show thing I kind of like. Is Dell close enough outside our bubble? Probably not. I don't know. That feels like a little bit of a weak ending. But let's read it through and see what happens. What do you guys say? While I'm doing this, yeah, I did like the Get Out too. There we go. All right. Should we? Okay. So tell me what you think, chat. Should we end it with this sort of Get Out moment, like this Del Close joke? I do like Chad's joke about I do like the joke that Chad just did about we can start 5 more improv groups with like 5 other people and they all be each other's crowd forever, because that's pretty accurate. I'd also love to be able to include my favorite joke about stand-up is on improv, which is why do stand-ups hate improvisers? Because their crowds leave happy. I don't know who wrote that joke though, so maybe I don't need to reference it. So think about how you want to end the sketch. If you want to end with the moment as I've got it written here, or if you like Chad McNaughton's joke. I like Chad's joke. That's pretty good. Yeah, I just feel like we're getting long is all. Chad's joke is more accessible. Good call. Guys, think of the title for this sketch. I mean, Kung Fu Improv is pretty solid. Hard to beat that, but think of, if you can think of a better title, then think of it while I go through it and read it. Okay. I think just improv Kung Fu, but here, let's have a read through. Let's find some music that we would have in the. Trying to find some. Like the kind of music I would expect to hear in a. Oh well, screw it. Okay, here we go. Hi, I'm here for the Kung Fu tryout. Oh yeah? What makes you think you're good enough? Yeah, improv Kung Fu's not for everyone. Well, I studied under Sensei Roberts for 5 years. I've Memorized all my forms up to black belt, and I hold it right there, sister. This is improv kung fu. Yes. And we don't memorize anything. You got to be in the moment. But kung fu literally means a skill learned through hard work. Oh my God. Did you just block me? Kick her ass, Gina. Here I go. Okay. I need a suggestion. Yell it out. Penis. Something else. Sex penis. Sex penis is funny, I think. Dude, come on. This is improv. This is a bookstore. It's a Starbucks. It's both. Oh, forget it. Well, well, well. What do we have here? Yeah, bunch of improv kung fuers standing around making up bullshit, huh? Who are these guys? Oh, that's Mandy. Who are these guys? Now they're stand-up kung fu. They always act like they're better than we are. Oh, hey, Rick. You been writing some new material on stage and pretending that's not improv? Hey, we're the real philosophers, okay? Yeah, we tell the truth. I think we need a yeah there. Yeah, we tell the truth about our dicks. Yeah, to an empty house. You sons of bitches, I'll cut you. You'll have to go through me. I don't know who you are, but okay. Hi-ya! Oh, Kung Fu Olay is really funny. Good one, Rascal Yance. Sounds of fighting. A knife clatters to the ground. We got our asses kicked by a woman, Rick. It's the correspondence dinner all over again. Wow, that was amazing. You really do know Kung Fu. So, can I join the group? Yes. And we can all start 5 more improv groups. And we can all be each other's audience forever. That's a pretty solid short sketch, guys. I don't mind telling you. Guys, what a pleasure to write comedy with you. It's been fun. My name is Jim Hodgson. This is the Scene Shop. We do streams like this 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So join us again on Monday for, I'm not sure what we're going to be writing on Monday. I need to make sure that I need to get the thing ready to go. You know, the thing. So we'll probably be working on that, the thing. But this one is Sketch Desk. On Wednesday, we do... Multilog. Forgot the name of it. And then on Friday, we do this, Sketch Desk. So join us again. Thank you for coming. Do check out our website, sceneshop.us. I've got a show that I recorded and performed here at my house that just needs final editing, and then that is going to go on Amazon Prime or Amazon Video. And after that, we're going to do a show together that will go on Amazon Video once I figure out the whole process. This is like a proof of concept. Then we're going to go on and do that. And I'm working on a sketch show from my garage. I just did some camera tests for that today. So many more opportunities to make comedy and to do it from our homes in a safe way so that we don't infect one another, except with our minds. So like I said, thanks for joining me. Do check out my website, readmyfuckingbooks.com. Buy one of my books. Read it. Read it to your friends. Hit them with it if you have to. I mean, don't break your Kindle, but maybe break your Kindle. I don't know. You could get a new one. So yeah, have a great weekend. Hope you're being safe and happy out there and enjoying your life. This is a great exit music. It's making me feel good. For the rest of the afternoon, I am going to be cleaning up the kitchen before my wife gets home and sees what a mess I've made of the place. Yeah. Have a great weekend. Thank you for doing this. It means a lot to me. A lot of fun. Love you. Mean it. Stay motivated. Keep writing comedy. Write those 5 daily jokes. Yeah. Have a great weekend.